against the Irithel. RRQ though, last 2 picks. Do they want to go for something like Valshina Aurora? Oh, they do.
Oh!
Okay. All right.
When the first time we saw RRQ this season, the chip was banned against them. So it seems like so far, one of the teams are able to utilize this chip to a fearsome degree. But ONIC, they think that they can handle it. With the Valentina taken up though, what is Sans? No wait, hang on a minute. Sans already has a pick. What what roamer here is going to allow them to actually withstand and even peel back to protect the Granger and the Sicilian?
Hylos. Well, he asked for peel back, right? And the Hylos does come through. Let's talk about winning lanes now for both of these teams.
Well,
they're made of as we enter the Land of Dawn for the Royal Derby between RRQ and ONIC. Game number 1. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The debut match for this new ONIC, and it's up against the first runners-up of Season 14.
I have no idea what to expect as of right now, but again, keep your eyes on the mid lane rotations, but also in that gold lane, right? Two gold laners with a lot to prove and a lot of questions thrown at them. We'll have to see how that plays out, especially with this matchup that's kind of fresh. We haven't seen the Irithel Granger matchup too much just yet. That's going to be the Master Assassin for Toy as well, so definitely aiming to be a more dominant presence. So throwing the Wilderness Blessing for Edok on the chip though, so expect the quick rotations from that as well.
That's why he went for the Valentina. Rin just zoning Sans away from this wave. Catches him with the claws, but that's a Rin's win. Sans will lose out a bit of minions, maybe the entire wave, because it's actually pushing towards Rin's.
Yeah, Sans wasn't able to actually push it all completely, so it's left halfway pushing for RRQ. A great start, technically, but what can they do with that? Tyron already getting kind of low. It is a tough matchup, a CC against anyone. Kyrie is in the area.
Hazel gets a 2-man stun! A flicker out, Sanguine Claws revitalized coming down to Keyboy. Very low, Hazel with the Queller. 1 HP, Kyrie jumps it forward. Edok gonna be able to get the stun down onto Kyrie. Flickers down another stun with a blade surge. Kyrie wants a kill before he dies. Hazel unable to get the kill. Kyrie dashing away with first blood. Can Hazel chase him down? Kyrie tries to go for some damage, but ends up dying in the end.
That's a 1-for-1 trade, ladies and gentlemen. Kyrie for Edok. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you did mention RRQ's early game prowess, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now with no Kyrie on the board as well. Hazel trying his luck on the neutral objective. He's kind of low, will be forced to retreat with the zoning coming in from Rez and Keyboy. But that's the story for now. RRQ being able to utilize their early game aggression for a little bit more here, I see.
Oh, touch for the AOG, locking him down there. Oh, still, great retry from Kai. Dyron walks up, gets a big bonk. Now it's Rez all alone left to deal with 5. Toy takes the shortcut back up to lane.
2-0 trade, ONIC pickups neutral objective, and surprisingly so, Kyrie's actually 2 levels above Hazel right now.
I mean, he was still able to get that turtle, but in exchange for 2 kills, still somewhat even right now, but the longer the game goes, the more there's a chance. This is the issue with these global ultimate heroes. The longer there's a chance for RRQ to go for that massive shortcut play and just turn things around. ONIC definitely wants to kind of scale up, let Sans get that damage, get the CW, get the stacks, but still, against RRQ, that's an X factor that's always in your minds. Oh, look at this talent prediction though. Wait a minute. Eterna, we've switched places. Now I'm the one with Papulo.
And you know what happens when you're with Papulo.
You get it right. Win?
Oh, you get it right. Okay, we'll see.
Did he get the Alter Ego one right?
No.
He's 50-50 today, right?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe no. Geekfam also lost. He's 0% right now.
Well,
not looking good, Arashi Hoshi.
We'll find out. We'll wait and see.
But again, how is Kyrie ahead of Hazel? I thought Suyo was the better jungler, the better farmer, the faster farmer.
No one has a healthy clear speed as well. I think it's the extra neutral objective. And technically, oh no, actually no, they both have 1 kill, so it seems to be the maneuverability. Because no one has like faster dashes, whereas for Hazel on the Suyo, there's a bit of a longer cooldown on that dash.
Actually, hold up. The chain CC, Kyrie. He made a mistake. It's caught by Hazel. A shortcut, a crash course.
Shut him down. 2 levels ahead. I think they need to...
Oh,
wait a second. Rez?
They're not stopping. Rez is going to be next to the top. And blow with the vengeance. 2 hits. Keyboy walks up, not able to get the stun just yet. Now Hazel still able to escape, gets caught by the Glorious Pathway earlier, gets him slowed down, but RRQ have control over the neutral objective.
Revitalize as well. Hazel actually is quite low, but Kyrie won't be there in time, knows it, goes for his orange instead. RRQ! From one shortcut play immediately sets the pace. ONIC needs to be careful now. And their scouter is even on a Hyla, so it's not even that safe anyhow. Oof, that was a close one.
Oh, the maneuverability of Hazel right now is kind of gross. Every time ONIC want to go in for a play for him, he's still able to worm himself out of these situations. Oh, Kyrie?
Oh, two Rins.
Oh!
Matt Beast gets away.
Happy feet by Wins there, dancing around, but ooh, Edok getting zoned out by Keyboy. So it's a scary situation to be in for both roamers, man. At any point, both teams can just suddenly pull the trigger and just go for a pickoff onto this roam, but Tyrant's the one opening the bushes up right now.
He's still deciding to stay. Wow, playing with fire here.
Might recall now and maybe join the fight back again using the shortcut. But looking at the audience predictions, RRQ having the favor of the masses.
Not surprised. I thought it would be more, honestly. 80% maybe. This is the audience prediction by GoPay, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, as Hazel is pushing in the bottom turret. See, with so much action going on, we haven't really talked about or have an update about the gold lane matchup. How's CW doing against Toy on the Irithel?
Seems like it's an even matchup for now, but the fact that it's an Irithel, I think it's also discouraging ONIC from going for a gank. Because if you look at it, they don't have a lot of tools to kind of keep Toy in place, but look at this, whoa!
Oh, aggressive maneuver there from Toy, AOG as well. CW able to fling around, Blade Surge! From Hazel, gets CW. Great shortcut play.
Is it still even?
Not after that one, but that was everything and the kitchen sink. The shortcut, crash court, also with the AOG. It didn't even land, but there's just so much damage available. And RRQ at a 2k gold lead, and immediately just rotates towards the turtle. Kyrie is in the picture, but is this something that ONIC still feels confident enough to try and challenge?
He's on level 10. He's on level 10, so he's actually caught up.
Now he's almost 11 actually, so there's that. As Darren gets kind of low, the ultimates are kind of off for RRQ.
Glorious Pathway. Oh, Suns! What a sanguine claw! Now the vengeance from Rez. Toy not able to go for it. Hazel went for the Soul Sever. Now will be caught. Kyrie walks back up. CW claims the shutdown. A triple from out of nowhere.
Now is it even?
Back to CW. RRQ, the ultimates weren't available just yet. They walked up right there, and ONIC timed it.
Oh, Rin.
That was kind of sketchy, but whoa, Rin's taking a lot of shots there.
I mean, he tried. He made a 50-50 point flip. Didn't work out for him, but he didn't get taken down either. So, fair play. ONIC should be able to push in that turret to the bottom side as well, alongside with that neutral objective that they were able to take. But this is feeling very back and forth between both of these teams, right? CW now catching up, I believe, 3-1-0 KDA. How's his items looking?
Item-wise, 2 items for Toya right now. The Berserker's Fury along with the Has Claw, so a lot of sustain built in for Toy. Whereas for CW, he has the Sky Piercer, Malefic Lore, and Hunter Strike at this point. So if RRQ wants to go for this brawl style, they still have to be careful not to give a lot of those kills to CW in the next upcoming fights.
Was this Sky Piercer before the kills?
I believe it was.
So he's at 30.
I think it's 20. I think maybe 1 kill was from earlier, but ooh, Tyrant
Tries to go in and shortcut backwards. CW able to flicker out the safety. Rin's got to the bad spots again. It's Calvin Winata with another Sky Piercer stack.
There you go, additional 10.
Yeah. Whoa!
For a flank again. That's a Detonata. Kyrie wants to go for that angle. A bit too risky, knowing that Hazel has a stun.
Oof, RRQ, they're going for this, like, this aggressive play with the shortcut with the AOG, but ONIC is doing a great job just getting out of it, right? Not getting hit by the initial engage, making sure that Edok has to go really, really deep to really get some of the prior targets. It's really working out for ONIC right now. Again, they do scale really, really well, but look at this, whoa!
Hazel cut down by the Glorious Pathway, and that's another for Calvin Winata.
26 seconds left for the clock for him to spawn back into the game, and it's only 3 seconds for that next neutral objective. That Lord is already in the Land of Dawn, and you can see ONIC going in for the better setup. I think it all depends on Edok here. What's he planning?
And the man down with no jungler. Oh, Edok. But can he find something?
Whoa, CW to mid lane against Rins. AOG from Dyron trying to save that Lord fight. Or trying to contest the Lord, rather. Kyrie secures it.
That was kind of sketchy, man. We just saw earlier RRQ's members using the movement tools, getting caught by the glorious pathway. That really could have easily happened again there with Dyron jumping in with the AOG. Keyboy had the glorious pathway available. Now with the Lord in play though, RRQ, they want to play it safe and clear first. No, ONIC pulled the trigger first.
That range advantage doing really, really good for ONIC. It's a trouble. It's a big hassle for RRQ to deal with.
But it's not over until it's over, especially with RRQ having the chip. We've seen RRQ play since yesterday, and it's always been Edok being able to turn things around. So with Edok's positioning here, the way he's lurking, the way he's... It's nerve-wracking still for ONIC. It only takes one moment for this to turn around. It's only a 2.7k gold difference.
Yeah, but all the turrets are going to be taken out by ONIC very, very early on, actually, so it's a great result for them. Edok no longer in a position to flank, to go for a surprise play. Glorious pathway.
Just to give CW space. Poke to Siege. A stun onto Rez. Instantly backing away. Dyron gets trapped on the side. Claws gets out barely from the last bat impact.
Oh boy, now the Wishing Lantern completed by Sans too. Now Dyron, as well as Edok, is going to take a lot more damage per bat impact. RRQ with a 3k gold disadvantage. They already cleared the Lord, now it's back to the setup attempts. And Edok trying to do something on the other side, but these hurt my... Whoa!
With a shortcut this time, CW able to flick around in time. Edok very low, Rez cuts him down. Now with a vengeance, Hazel. Oh no, not like this. Kyrie going for the chase. Hazel with the retreat. Hazel, a grand escape is what he's looking for, but all CW needs is just one last shot. Hazel tries to juke, he tries to go back in, and CW just takes him out.
Unfortunately for him, that's a 2-for-0 trade now, and that's a man disadvantage. They should be able to control completely over the enemy jungle, and man, it's not looking good for RRQ.
It seemed like they were jumping onto the res on the CC, by the way. Not really the ideal target. So ONIC is just making it difficult for RRQ, limiting their options, forcing them into hard decisions here. And now with the siege coming up again, ONIC's poke is just relentless.
Rins picked up the Starlium Scythe, by the way, for the Valentina.
Let's get a bit more burst damage. But if you're talking about burst, man, at this point ONIC are the ones with all the burst. In fact, Hazel, I feel like, has been going in and really miscalculating the amount of damage he can actually deal. Maybe that's because of the gold discrepancy. But they need to kind of clean up as we take a look at the MPL X streamer by Good Day Coffee. It's gonna be Vin.
Captain Vin.
Captain Vin.
That's captain to you, Arashi.
Oh.
To me too, who was XB tier by the way.
XP tier, by the way, yes. Oh man. With this setup though, RRQ won't be able to use the chip to their advantage. When they're dancing around like this, the poke damage will just keep coming and coming.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna deal with this because Rez is starting to really hurt too. Edok.
Look at Toy.
CW, great positioning with the glorious pathway plays down from Keyboy. CW gets a bit more movement as well. Dyron poke down. Now Sans
Toy.
Toy diving in deep, revitalized with a nature. CW buys it in time, but still gets gotten down by Toy. Now another what? Oh no!
To the land of Dawn. Where are we?
Oh, Keyboy died. Sans and Rez stayed alive. RRQ. Okay, so RRQ gets a 3-4-1 trade and they get the Lord.
And that seemed like a bad engagement from RRQ. The AOG doesn't box anyone in, the AOG doesn't land on anyone. Edok did not get to actually jump on someone with a shortcut play. But overall, because Toy was in the right place at the right time, you have to wonder if that's all calculated, if they were trying to corral ONIC to the upper side of the map for Toy to make that play. But here is Sans with 240 stacks. I think at this point, at 14 minutes, it's decent. I think it's too crazy. But it's only going to get higher and higher. Same thing for CW. With this Lord, I feel like RRQ are going to be pressured to try and find something a bit more decisive.
What about CW stacks? 594, I think.
Is it? A lot of guns completed by Toy, by the way, so more range.
Whoa.
One last shot.
Relax.
Calm down. Rin's is forced to recall though, so they're not gonna have, unless of course Edok uses his portal.
Could be the angle here.
Yep. Could be concealed already from Edok. Lord targeting the bottom lane. Still ONIC doing a good job at dealing with that Lord. Rin's walking back. They will not commit the shortcut. All base turrets remain intact for ONIC.
So it's damage control, right? I think this is the best case scenario for ONIC from the disaster that happened earlier in the hands of Toy. Not losing any inhibitor turrets. Still, though, RRQ are holding onto the gold lead. At this point... Oh, wait a second.
That's only Sanguine Claws. That's with the Athena shield, by the way.
Wow. Percentage max HP damage. That's the name of the game right there.
Oh,
Dairon!
oh Dairon's got to be careful. He has the AOG. Gets shot one more time.
Oh, man.
Oh, Toy. Ow.
Assassin Toy?
Assassin Toy.
What is going on here?
He's playing. Oh, man. Super.
You'll be farming to try to get some more items. He just stands there.
He already has
menacingly.
full, to be fair. So maybe not, he doesn't need items anymore.
I think he still needs to be careful though, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
Now ONIC know, okay, Toy likes to be alone.
Could be an angle that can try and abuse. But so far, only the gold laners are at max HP. And you can see that Keyboy is gearing more for the longer duration fight with the blade armor, with the Cuirass Dominance Ice. For Dairon, it's all about just surviving the initial burst with the Cuirass and then the Athena. If you can kind of survive long enough to get an AOG off, that's the best you can hope for against a composition like this. And oof, Rin's. Gotta be careful, man. He's been aggressive again and again, but ONIC have so many ways to punish over-aggression here. The Sanguine Claws with the Glorious Pathway as well. A great benefit to RRQ though from the previous fight is also the fact that CW lost some of those stacks because got taken out. So that's another factor that ONIC has to kind of contend with.
6 seconds left for the next Lord to spawn into the game right now. Seems like RRQ have a bit more control. Wait a second, what's going on in the bottom lane? When they're pushing the waves.
It was a setup, I think, for Edok and Hazel to potentially go for a pick-off or go for a split push play. Whoa, hang on.
Shortcut. Kyrie in the tough spot. Page 5. They're all going to try to take the shortcut. Sanguine Claw Rin's flickers out the safety. Edok though, and Dairon cut off by Keyboy with the Glorious Pathway. Dairon, can you escape? He has the AOG. Can he get the range? Keyboy stuns him once. Dairon watching over the AOG. Does pop it in time. Rez right there to cut him off one more time. Sanguine Claw by Kazel. We'll get the Lord. Dairon not enough time.
It's a bait. It was all a bait. It was all a setup by RRQ. ONIC completely tunnel visioning on Dairon there, and RRQ gets the Lord uncontested. 17 minutes into the game.
That was scary though. Kyrie getting out of the shortcut play, so great awareness there. But afterwards, it seemed like RRQ were gonna get cut off, but they just stayed calm and immediately looked for options, alternatives. Now Dairon's gonna be up in 10 seconds. The wave on the bottom lane is actually holding the Lord back long enough. They might be able to get a full 5v5. But against this composition, again, it's just not that simple. Even when they have the 4K, almost 5K gold advantage, even when they have the Lord, this is a tough situation to crack.
Look at this. Rin's has stolen the Glorious Pathway. Oh, they will push the bottom lane, so it's going to march in alone.
Interesting. Not going for a simultaneous push, but they get the first base turret. Wishing Lantern for Rin's, by the way, on the Valentina.
Wow.
Oh man!
Always damage. Glorious Pathway from Rin's. Trying to zone them away. 2 base turrets now taken down, up top and down below for RRQ, and they are happy with that.
Still can't push further than that, right? Inhibitor turret in the top side, inhibitor turret in the bottom side, but that is something that RRQ can utilize to their advantage in their next upcoming Lord Dance. That wave is going to be naturally pushing in favor of RRQ, but Toy is still there.
He might be trying to just stick around, knowing that he has so much range, so much mobility as well with the sprint. Again, there's ways to punish it still. Now Dairon's the one on lookout duty, sitting out there. He just finished a Twilight Armor, by the way, so just really gearing up to survive the initial burst and then go from there. I feel like the idea now, when it comes down to the team fights, is whether or not RRQ can get their hands on the backline. If Toy gets to skip everyone and get to the backline, I feel like it's still a very winnable fight. But if it's a front-to-back, especially if the frontliners actually get chunked down by Sans, by CW. I don't see a way that RRQ can actually win this properly.
So what do you think? Do you think Edok needs to look for a flank? Is it depending on that? Does Toy need to create another play similar to what we saw earlier on, or is it, or maybe Dyron has to look for that opening?
Like the main playmaker has to be Edok, deciding the macro movements for sure. If Dyron can get an ideal, I use that word, you know, it's a really vague word, but if you can get an ideal AOG that hits multiple people, that pushes CW or Sans towards the rest of the team, I feel like that will be the solution.
This is it?
Ooh. But gets spotted though. Zooms out of there.
Okay, nice call. Opening up the map there. They're gonna be able to spot out. I thought Edok might have found an opening, an angle towards CW. He still might have that actually. Look at Rins now and where he's positioned.
They stick around and find ways to maybe punish Kyrie or CW whenever they overextend. And you can always join the fight with a shortcut. That's the big advantage. But oof, man, Dyron has a tough job right now. No really easily built-in sustain and doing a lot of taking a lot of damage. But look at Rins. Oof,
Gets spotted out.
spotted out.
Yeah. Takes a shot with the Blood Wings. Rez down below. Hey, Edok. Shortcut. Oh, full man dive. Kyrie will be forced to take that. Sans trying to cut away. Hayes are going to be caught as well. Has the immortality. Sans now from the back spot. Rins walking forward, dashing. Win the crown already. Immortality bot for Sans. Now to try to cycle into items. CW nowhere to be seen as Press goes with vengeance and is still able to cut away. Gets another. CW with the snipe. Dyron and Rins chasing him down. Who got the Lord earlier? Another shutdown from CW. It becomes 3 for 3.
It's RRQ, right?
I think so. Yeah. I think Hazel secured the Lord in the midst of all
There
that
you
chaos.
go.
It's an evolved Lord. 950 stacks.
Wow.
Oh man, but no marksman in sight here. Whereas for ONIC, they have the quote-unquote strongest late-game presence, that gold laner. Kyrie is also up in 10 seconds, by the way. RRQ, what's the plan? What's the play here? They're kind of forced with some urgency, but they might not be able to do anything with this Lord.
No, I don't think they can.
Well played. We're still in this game. ONIC somehow are still in the game.
First game already at 21 minutes. Is this our longest game so far?
I think it has to be. And things really could have been different, but at the last second, CW landed a Death Sonata onto Toy and it executed him. If Toy was alive there, that would have been a whole different story. With the mid lane, with the gold lane, and the EX lane available, they could have made a play to really go for the quick end. But now, once again, RRQ faced against the infinite stacking of ONIC. And now the gold difference also has equalized, but RRQ has all the base turrets, and they have that macro playmaking tool, so whose game is it? You can't really tell. That's why the tension in the arena is building up right now. The audience is going dead silent.
I mean, it's all going to fall into the hands of Edok, right? If he's able to make another play like before, then there is a chance. But I agree with you. The clock is definitely ticking for RRQ. Sans alone has 372 stacks as a Sicilian. He's full item, almost full item. With a Holy Crystal to boot. He has a Divine Glaive as well, right? Yeah, he does. Divine Glaive as well.
He only needs to complete the Clock of Destiny if he wants to, or go for a different item.
Yeah.
For RRQ right now, the fact that the chip can't really engage as reliably after the nerfs is really hurting them. The only reason why they got Kyrie there is because they were jumping on CW, and Kyrie was kind of left out in the middle. Winter Crown for Rins, potentially for a deciding play, but if you're looking at the damage numbers towards the minions, towards the jungle creeps, ONIC is doing a lot of damage, and they're going for a conceal play.
Yeah, he just sold his boots for conceal, by the way. We get a reaction from the crowd here.
Wow.
But yeah, he just sold, he just swapped the roam boots for conceal for that one play.
Interesting, it didn't pay off. There wasn't, Edok as well as the rest of the team wasn't really there for them to actually punish. Now it's back to the Lord Dance. Gonna push for RRQ, but ONIC, they can force engages really well with the Glorious Pathway, with all that. So, as I say that,
Glorious Pathway, catching Rins and Edok. The conceal out though, just in time. Lord started, but will not be committed onto again the wave up top building for RRQ.
it's 2 flickers. And the Lightning Trenchant completed for Sans, finally. Even more burst damage, especially for the squishier targets. So RRQ has to keep an eye on him. he's gonna go back to the base to try and clear though. ONIC has a win. ONIC is kind of a man short. RRQ has a window here.
Rinse, catch the bushes! Winter Crown, that might be a bait. CW able to kind of wait for now. Rez kind of them both. Oh no, Edok and Rinse, they're walking on different sides. Look at Lord. Oh, Kyrie looking for it. Hazel still wins it out. Rez versus Rinse.
Oh,
Rinse
no.
stealing the curtain call. Now in the back as well.
Toy.
Toy in the mid lane. So trying to go for the end game. CW kiting away.
Toy.
Kyrie walking back. Recalls from everybody. Toy, can he do it? Kyrie walks up. Toy cannot deal with the mini waves that just spawn in the 40th second, but Rez is in the bottom lane of 1v1. Hazel versus Rez. Rez gets away. Hazel one last shot misses, but he gets the first skill to slay Rez.
But that's still a Lord in the hands of RRQ, despite not being able to get that final push into the mid lane. That's still a Lord marching down, and only 3 members from the side of ONIC left. Will they be able to defend this?
Oh man, 2v3 with the Lord, 3v3. That's some damage.
Go Meteor. Toy going in for the heavy crossbow. Immortality bot as well. Kyrie still able to stay alive. Look at the damage. Cracks. Suns goes in. Oh! Winter Crown. No, win of nature. The Lord, one last shot. It swings and it cracks the base. RRQ strikes first in the Royal Derby.
25 minutes and 29 seconds.